morning and welcome to day 13. I'm sorry I sound a little stuffy. I'm actually not stuffy. I'm extremely runny and sneezy and itchy this morning. I've got some serious allergies today. My husband thinks it's because I tried a chip yesterday that had, it's got flax seeds and sesame seeds and quinoa and corn and I don't know, some other ingredients. Anyway, I'm pretty confident that I'm fairly allergic to quinoa. I've discovered this in the past, but I don't know that this is what this is, because usually I don't have congestion and runny nose and itchy eyes and stuff from eating something. It's almost always kitty or cedar or something else out in the wild yonder that makes me sneeze and itch and sniffle and dust and that kind of stuff. So I don't think it's the quinoa, but I don't know, it might be. I know one of my sons is very, very, very allergic to quinoa, like very allergic to it. He only has a respiratory reaction to three things, and two of them have gotten better with age, so that's really awesome actually. He used to have a respiratory reaction where he would start having difficulty breathing if he was around popcorn. He's very, very allergic to corn, and it used to even be a respiratory reaction, and also to garlic. And thankfully, we actually can cook with garlic in the house now, and he no longer reacts to that. I still don't. That's not true. I do feed it to him now. He has some garlic in his food now. Yeah, I think he outgrew that allergy, which is sweet. And jalapenos. Like, you can't cook a jalapeno in our house. I don't know, maybe you could now, but you couldn't when he was 4. He was very allergic then. Anyway, I am at, I got up at 12:30 this morning because I slept a whole bunch yesterday. I was very, very tired. I was sniffly and sneezy yesterday afternoon too. So anyways, I made muffins for the kids this morning, and I made a, excuse me, a sweet potato and cucumber sushi roll, which is something that they serve in like high-end sushi restaurants. It was okay. It was definitely good. I don't know that it was better than a normal sushi roll though, so I don't know that I would go out of my way to make that again, but I had it with a little bit of the sambal ulek, the spicy stuff, and a little bit of soy sauce, and it was pretty tasty. I ate that about 2. It is 8:20 right now, and I am sitting in the Kroger parking lot. I need to go in and get a few things. We're almost out of bananas, which happens like every freaking day in our house practically. So we're almost out of bananas, and need some soy milk for the kids and some orange juice, and I think my list has a few other things on it. But anyways, so I need to get a couple of things, and then I have an appointment to get my hair cut at 9. I need to get it cut. It's just a mess. It's just all over the place and funky, and it's too short on the top and too long on the bottom, and just ridiculous. So anyway, I need to get my hair done. So I'm gonna go do that and then head home, and I need to do some GT Lit with Connor and maybe GT Lit with Preston. I'm not sure. In the past, they've been off separated by a week, so one week one of them is reading a story and one of them is doing a project, and the other week the other one's reading the story and the other person's doing the project, so it's been real easy. I've just had to do one project every week. But now with it being a new semester, I'm not actually sure if they're on the same week schedule or not yet, so I'll have to find out when I get home, because if Preston has to do a project, then I'll help him with that too. I usually help them with their literature stuff so that they understand what it is that they're doing. Connor is like, my 9-year-old is like PowerPoint pro at this point. He doesn't need my help anymore. I usually just make suggestions at this point about, you know, do you want to do this for a design? What do you think about doing a different color? Or, you know, make sure you have all your punctuation in the right place, make sure this is capitalized, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna run into the grocery store and get some groceries and then go get my hair cut. And I hope you guys are having a fabulous day so far wherever you're at. But that's it, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Alrighty guys, so I'm home after having gotten my hair cut. See, it's little, it's short and curly. So anyways, I am going to be having lunch with my husband and kiddos now, and I am having leftovers. That's what we do in this house, we eat leftovers. So I have got a couple of slices of sweet potato and some potatoes and mushroom and onion, and I'm going to go enjoy my lunch, and I will show you guys a new recipe for supper tonight. Actually, it's not new as in I've made it before, but new as in I haven't shown you guys before. So we'll see you later for some pizza potatoes. Alrighty guys, so it is totally not supper time anymore, but I needed a nap this afternoon, and then when I got up from a nap, I needed a shower because my hair smelled like hairspray from the place, and it was really smelly, and was bothering my allergies, and my eyes are still really super itchy and stuff. So anyways, yeah, it's not supper time anymore, but I'm still making pizza party potatoes here for you guys because that's what I said I'm gonna do, and I need food for the next couple days anyway. So let's make some party potatoes. So basically what this is, it's called pizza potatoes. It's originally from a recipe from Dr. McDougall's website, so Mary McDougall. And I imagine that, I haven't actually ever looked at her recipe. I do know that it was for the slow cooker, and then it was adapted to be used in an Instant Pot by Jill McKeever. Love Jill. She's pretty crazy, but she's kind of fun. So basically I am adapting her recipe to work for me, which is normal. You know, everybody's got to do their own thing. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, you've got potatoes, whatever toppings you would want to put on your pizza, and spaghetti sauce. I did not make my own spaghetti sauce. I have in the past. So this is not completely oil-free, which is a bummer. It really bothers me, but at the same time, I'm going to do it anyway. So we have potatoes, spaghetti sauce, potatoes. We're going to make layers here, and I'll show you what I'm doing while I make it. But spaghetti sauce, potatoes, and then onions, zucchini, red pepper, mushrooms, and baby spinach. No, baby kale. I was going to use spinach. I bought a bag of spinach to use, but I still have the kale in the fridge and it looks good still, so I'm going to use that. And then if you were not too worried about the fat content, you could make your own make your own Parmesan cheese. And the way that I do that is by mixing cashews and nooch and a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder. Turns out awesome. Love it. But I'm just going to use nutritional yeast. It'll be just fine. I thought about adding some garlic to this, but I really don't think it's necessary. So as always with an Instant Pot, you have to have water. So you will see me add about a cup of water to this recipe. What that ends up doing is causing, I've made this before, and it will cause water to kind of collect on the top of the whole dish when you're done. So we're just going to strain that off and keep going. It's not going to be an issue at all. So I'm going to show you guys the ingredients real quick, and then I will show you them as I'm putting them in the container. So here we go. Alright guys, so that's the spaghetti sauce that I'm going to use. There are my potatoes and mushrooms and all the rest of my veggies and some spinach. I'm going to use all of that, and we're going to get this made and put together. Doesn't that look awesome? Here, let's get a really nice picture of that. Yummy. It's delicious. Okay, so here we go. Alrighty guys, so first things first, we're going to put some spaghetti sauce in the bottom. I don't actually measure this, so we're just going to put some in here. Alright, spaghetti sauce. First thing's accomplished. Alright, and then we're going to put in some potatoes. As I sniffle. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Alrighty. Next, we're going to put in a mushroom. We're just going to kind of let this fall where it may. Beautiful. Half of our red peppers. Some squash. Let's do this every other. There we go. I put one more in there. Then we need some onion. Lots of onion, guys. Nothing wrong with a little onion. Or a lot of onion. And some baby kale. Okay, so layer number 1 is complete. And what we're going to do now is add about half a cup of water. And then I'm going to add the other half a cup after I add the next layer. So I'm actually putting a little bit of bouillon in here rather than just straight up water. I think we'll add just a little bit more flavor. Okay, there we go. There's half a cup of liquid. And this is not in the recipe, guys, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put another small layer of spaghetti sauce. And some nooch. Okay, guys, layer number 2. I cut too many potatoes. 2 would have been enough. Actually, 1.5 would have been enough, but oh well. There's one that we've already had in here once. All right, I'm gonna do one more layer. All right, now we have plenty of potatoes in there. Okay, round 2. Mushrooms. And these ingredients are just ones that I picked myself. You can put anything in here that you want to. Doesn't have to be a mushroom. Totally leave that out. Okay, that is all the zucchini that I have. And since I've got a little bit extra of this, we are definitely going to finish this as well. There we go. And some red pepper. The rest of our onion. The rest of the baby kale, and I am pushing that max line here for real, guys, but we're good. We're gonna do it anyway. It's going to be okay. Here goes the other half of cup of liquid. And then we finish it off with a nice layer of spaghetti sauce, meaning a decent layer. And last but not least, one more thing of nooch. Voila. Now we have pizza potatoes. Beautiful, yes? Okay, let's go stick it in the Instant Pot. Alrighty, guys. So there's the Instant Pot. Got it in there. Okay, we're going to switch it to sealing so that it's not going to be venting. And then we are actually going to do manual for, believe it or not, we're going to do it for 6 minutes. So this is going to take a long time probably to get up to pressure because you saw how much was in there. It's full. So we're going to go ahead and let it come up to pressure, let it cook for 6 minutes. It's already thinking about doing its thing. And then we'll let it do a natural release and we'll see what it comes up with when we're done. I'll show you guys this in a little while. Alrighty, guys, so I've moved my pressure cooker Instant Pot over to this counter. The pressure came down naturally, the little thingy fell down in here, and so I just turned it to venting. A little tiny bit of fluff came out and that was it. So I couldn't open it if the pressure was still up. So there we go. There's gonna dump some water off. Oh, we're gonna get some steam. Sorry about that. I didn't really think about that. So I don't know if you guys know this, but you see this little pokey out part here? It's meant to do that. Is that not the most clever thing you've ever seen? You could do it on this side too, which would make it then difficult for you to see anything, but is that not the neatest thing ever? Anyway, there is our wonderful and delicious potato pizza. Gosh, it looks so yummy. It smells really, really good. You guys can see what I'm talking about some of the liquid being on the top. Let's get that out of there. I'm just going to take, you know, I bet you that's going to taste really good. Let me get a container that's actually clean to put it in. I was going to use one that's all full of soapy water. That's probably not the best ideas. Okay, now I have a container to put it in that I can then store it in, if I choose to. I'm not actually sure that I'm going to keep it, but just in case. Maybe this gets really dry and it needs more liquid in a day or two, you know? I don't know. So the zucchini and the yellow squash will give off quite a bit of liquid. Potatoes, not really so much. But obviously I put a full cup of broth in there. And we want to leave some of the liquid in there, obviously, because we want it to have, we don't want it to be totally dry. So there we go. I'm going to leave the rest of that there. Yeah. Let's package up some of this to go for tomorrow for lunch, so we will see what it looks like in a container for me to take for lunch with me. All right. Well, it is very liquidy in here, guys. I bet you that if I left this overnight, it would solidify up a bit, but I don't particularly care. This is going to be delicious no matter what. So, oh, I'm making all sorts of steamy stuff going on here again. Okay. Okay. There's my lunch for tomorrow. And there is quite a bit left in this pot. So I'm going to go ahead and try it for you guys so that you know what it tastes like. I can tell you what it tastes like if it's really super good. I'm guessing it's going to be awesome. But let's get this camera turned around and we can try this. Alrighty guys, so let's give this a try. So I've just got a little bit of a couple of different things on here. So I've got some of the spinach and some onions, some pepper. There's a potato in there, and it's hot. I might end up sprinkling a little bit more nutritional yeast over the top of this before I take it with me. Hot. Mmm. That's good. Mmm. It is, it didn't need 6 minutes. The potato is very, 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 very soft and falling apart. Like, almost like a mashed potato-ish. A little more potato. If you guys make this, try 5 minutes, maybe even 4. But yeah, this is really super fantastic. I mean, there's absolutely, this is good. This is super, super good. So I would highly recommend that you guys try this one. It's going to be fabulous, and I'm going to enjoy it tomorrow. Not so much today. I'm kind of tired today. Anyway, you guys have a good one. I'll see you later.